Hey Simply Church, I just wanted to do a very brief video on our leadership course that I mentioned in one of the emails that came out recently. Looking to start back end of October, maybe early November. It's a course that's available for everyone. It's really looking at biblical leadership, what it means to be a Christian leader. It will be theological, biblical in its approach, so looking at what the Bible has to say in this area, but also applicational. How do we actually live that out? What difference does that make to our life, to the things that God's given us to do? And like I said, this is for everyone. It's not just for certain people, a certain time, or those that feel that they are these deep leaders, but it's a leadership course for all of us, because at the end of the day, we're all called to lead. We're all called to lead a life that honors God and represents Jesus, that loves, that serves, that gives. And the Bible really encourages this idea of servant leadership, how we lay down our life for the good of others, how we prefer one another, honor one another, love one another, how we take seriously the call that Jesus has placed upon all of our lives. And that's everyone. Every one of us is gifted, everyone is called, everyone has a part to play. The picture of the body of many parts gives us this idea. And so this course really is we've run various courses over the years. We've run the doctrine course. We've had various kind of aspects of leadership within that. We've had the internship, which has given us some real foundational biblical truths right the way through the Old and New Testament, as well as hermeneutics. That's the how to correctly study and interpret and apply the Word of God. But this leadership course is just going to be a little bit more honed down on the kind of real practical aspects of it. So I don't know, I just really want to encourage people to pray and think about, is that something that God is asking you to do? We don't do lots of courses anymore. We believe it should be much more life-giving, how we live. We're to follow Jesus' example. We're to encourage and disciple and live this life out every day. But this is an area where I think there is an importance with teaching and training. The Bible does give us some indication and understanding that that's important. And from this course, we may even identify other home church leaders, elders from it. But like I said, really it's for everybody. Maybe God's just stirring you. Maybe you're asking yourself, what is God asking me? I'm not really sure where my part is, what my place is, or you might just be want to develop the things that you're already doing and the areas that you're already living out for, and you just want to see them grow. This course will be for you. It will be very conversational. There'll be lots of opportunities for questions, answers, to think widely, deeply, to put it into practice. So if you are interested, either speak to your home church leader or send a message to me. Love to hear from you. We'd love to welcome you to be part of this. And like I said, we'll probably start end of October, early November. And the idea is, you might be saying, okay, when is it going to be? I don't know if I can fit it into my schedule. But the idea is to try and make it as accessible for everyone. So once I've got a list of those that want to be part of it, I'll be finding out availability, and I'll be picking a day and time that most suits everyone. Now, it might be that actually there is a day where it just can't suit everybody because there's just so many different options. And so we just have to go with the majority on that. But as best I can, I'll try and make it fit as many people as possible so that we can go on this walk together. How long is it going to be? I would imagine it to be around 3 months, something like that. Possibly pushing on to half a year, depending if we open up lots of other thoughts and questions. It'd just be once a week, maybe for an hour or two, a couple of hours, probably most likely, each time that we gather, unless there's lots of questions, and it might go on a little bit longer. So that's just some of the thinking behind it. I know it sounds a little vague, because I really want to kind of adapt it to who we are and what we're going through. I don't want it to be so rigid. I want this thing to be much more kind of organic and adaptive to those of us that are part of it. So hopefully that gives you an idea, gives you a flavour. Get in touch if you want to ask any more questions. We'd love to hear from you.